you are going to make a ricotta gnocchi today.
That is correct.
Can you spell gnocchi?
G-N-O-C-C-I. So, gnocchi.
Gnocchi. If I don't say it that way, am I in trouble?
You can be if you're in Italy, but I think we'll let you slide here.
All right, so why did you pick this dish? Why are we going to make ricotta gnocchi?
Well, first of all, it's a very popular dish at Sassi. And it's very simple. It's something that everybody can recognize. And it's very simple for you to make at home. Now, there are so many different types of gnocchi. Actually, there's gnocchi alla romana, which is made with semolina flour, and you cook it like polenta, set it up and bake it. There's also a potato gnocchi. This one actually uses no potato at all. This is just ricotta. So the reason why I did choose this to demonstrate today is because it is something so simple, and there's no mystery to it whatsoever. You don't have to worry about kneading the dough or over kneading the dough for any amount of time. It's just and everyone that you serve it to is going to think that you slaved away all day, and you can tell them that you made this homemade pasta, and they're all going to love you for it. And the other thing, you don't need a machine to crank it out. This is a very simple, no-brainer, great introductory way to learn how to work with the dough.
If you guys have questions, just raise your hand, and Iona will walk, and we'll get a question, and you can figure out what's going on as we get into it. We also want to say thank you to Courtney and Karen, who are going to be our helpers here today on the Electrolux stage. Thank you, ladies, for coming out. All right, let's get started. What's the first thing that we're going to do for this ricotta gnocchi?
The ricotta gnocchi, well, first thing we're going to do, we'll get all of our mise en place together. Everything that, that's the other thing when you're cooking at home, have everything all setting out, ready to go. You don't want to be running back and forth trying to look for things that you don't have. So really, the great thing about this is everything goes into the bowl and you just stir it up and mix it up until it all comes together. So we have...
All right, so walk me through. What have you just put out here first?
Okay, this is pecorino cheese, which is a
how do you say that?
Pecorino.
Pecorino.
Pecorino Romano, actually, and it's a sheep's milk cheese. It's a little more pungent, a little saltier than your Parmesan Reggiano. This is actually inside the actual gnocchi, and you can also finish it with it as well. We have flour.
If you guys are just walking in, we're having a demonstration right now on our Electrolux stage. We have Chef Christopher Nicosia from Saucy here who's making ricotta gnocchi. All right, so we got the cheese, we got some eggs, then flour.
Look in there. Yes, that is flour. Oh, there's one more down there.
Best part about these demonstrations, you get a fork at the end and you get to try out the food that's prepared.
It's a very simple ratio. First, we're going to start out with the ricotta, which is basically they take the whey from cheese making. It's actually a byproduct. So after they make the cheese, you have all this whey left over, a real watery, milk-like substance.
Consistency looks like cream cheese or something.
Very similar, yes. And some are wetter than others. What they do is they just take that whey and they recook it. So ricotta meaning recook. And then the proteins coagulate, and in Italy they really don't even consider this a cheese. It's something in and of itself. They'll just call it ricotta. So I have 2 pounds of ricotta here. We're just going to scoop it out. Now, a lot of times if you buy ricotta, you'll see that it's very wet in the container. What you'll want to do is to put it in a strainer and let that drain for a while. Because the wetter it is, the more flour we're going to have to add, and the chewier it's going to be. So we want a ricotta that's nice and dry, doesn't have all that water that's sitting in it.
If you just walking through, we're learning how to make ricotta gnocchi. Chef Christopher Nicosia is here from Saucy, and this is a demonstration that's going to take about 30 minutes, and then they're going to be able to eat it.
Absolutely.
Right. Here we go. Eggs.
So we have our ricotta.
Yeah.
For every pound of ricotta, we're going to add 1 egg. So we have 2 pounds of ricotta, we're going to add 2 eggs.
Again, if you have any questions throughout this, please just raise your hand. Iona will come over and we'll get it figured out. But I'm going to ask a lot of questions too.
Okay, please do. Okay, flour, the other part. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup of flour for every pound of ricotta and every egg. What's going to determine the amount, that 3/4 to 1 cup, is actually how much moisture you have in there. So if you have a ricotta that's really wet, or you didn't get a chance to drain it, or you forgot, you're going to be adding more like a cup.
Okay.
So actually, I have 2 here. So
I think you can see this on the screen. So what would you say?
Okay.
You've got a pretty good. Would you have a wet ricotta here?
No, this one I let drain before I brought it. So this one is pretty good. Nice smooth one as well. So that's 1 full cup. Oh, there we go. 1 full cup. And then I'm going to add about another half, just to start.
This is what makes you the executive chef, because you know to go with a little extra.
That's right. Well, actually, a little less.
Oh, okay.
You can always add more. It's almost impossible to take the flour out of it, or anything else for that matter. So we have that, and then we're going to add 1 cup of grated pecorino. So there's 1.
And he said that this cheese is a little bit like Parmesan, maybe a little saltier?
It's saltier. It's dry and gratable like Parmesan. That's really where the similarity is, because this is sheep's milk, whereas Parmesan is made from cows. So we have all of that together.
Have a seat. We're learning how to make ricotta gnocchi here.
And we're going to season it with a little salt. I don't add pepper in here because I don't like to see the little black flakes in my gnocchi. But so in the sauce, usually I'll add some chili or something to give it a little more life. So
those are the things that I remember from Phoenix Cooked. Like, don't add pepper because I don't want to see the little black things that are in my gnocchi. Well, then I'll never do it again.
You better not. So really, that was really difficult.
I was impossible.
All right. So now all we really want to do is
I
mix
spend
it all
more time
together.
making chocolate chip cookies with my kids at home.
Yeah, probably. Well, and this is another great way to get the kids involved because they get to get their hands dirty and they're going to help you roll it out, and that's great. I love doing this. Yes, this is the actual pasta.
This is the pasta that we're making right now.
So, just kind of stirring it up, bringing it all together. And you see it's coming together very nicely.
So what's the consistency of this? Like basically a dough, or this?
Yeah, it's going to be almost soft like Play-Doh.
Play-Doh, got it.
So what we're going to do after we get it all brought together like this, ideally what you want to do is cover it and put it in the refrigerator to rest for about 10-15 minutes. So we'll try that here. I don't know if we can get it.
So 10 to 15
Oh, this
minutes in
is
the
great.
refrigerator.
Open.
And so what is that? What are we doing while it's sitting in the refrigerator? What do we accomplish?
What that's going to do is it's going to allow the flour to absorb any more of that moisture to really help bring it all together as one, make it a lot easier for us to roll out.
All right. So generally speaking, now in this 10 minutes, you're going to move on to what?
Well, we can talk about any types of sauces that you want to serve with it. We're